What's going on, everyone? This is Nerdy John, host of Nerdy Live. Speaking of Nerdy Live, this is episode 35, guys. 35 episodes of Nerdy Live. Can you believe it? And guys, if you're watching the highlight video, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that way you can get all notifications for when there is a live episode. Because, come on, folks, it's a fun time here. What's up, my dude? Yo, what is up, Assassin today? Today, we're looking at crypto scammers. That's right. So, for those of you who don't know, Coffeezilla called out a YouTuber who, ironically enough, calls out scams. I mean, look, we have an example of one of his thumbnails on the screen right here. How big tobacco fooled you. Tobacco, the most evil business in the world. So obviously this guy is well versed in what a scam looks like. However, we'll see that he partakes in them more often than he would admit.
Tobacco, baby with laser eyes, lady with laser eyes, ExxonMobil with laser eyes. These are the most evil businesses in the world, according to 24-year-old capitalist Jake Tran. He's a YouTuber pumping out content that I can only describe as horror movies, but for business people. And that's why, of course, I love watching them. I mean, who wouldn't like these videos? Wow, this is insanely evil. Wow, this dude is evil. This is absolutely evil. Wow, this is pure evil. Look at.
And hey, just to give him some props. He's playing that thumbnail clickbait game really good, as you can see here. I mean, most evil company, etc., most evil thing done here. It plays it pretty well.
I know what you're thinking based on those titles. It's hard to choose. But the reason we're here today is because buried beneath all this talk of evil businesses and evil people, I noticed Jake Tran has his own weird little evil scheme going on, which I first noticed watching one of his videos, and I can't remember which one it was. It was either like, we're all gonna starve, or oh great, we're all gonna die, something like that.
You know, just the normal types of videos. Am I right, boys? Am I right? I mean, look at these thumbnails. Jesus Christ, they're really well done thumbnails, but oh my god.
And what I noticed is that Jake makes these videos exposing scams, but then often uses the same tactics of the scam to then pitch you like a sponsor that's in the same lane. Like, for example, he'll tell you that lotteries are predatory.
Saw Otzi's video on this guy. This Jake guy calls out scams, but got exposed for taking part of a scam himself. Am I wrong? No, you are not wrong. That's actually what we're going over. We got Coffeezilla's video right here, and then we have Otz. I can never pronounce his name right, so apologies. But we're covering his video too, because I mean he calls out a specific scam, and then Coffeezilla is a bit more general, a bit more broader with the subject. He covers it a lot more. Hi Douglas, how you doing?
Are predatory. They play on our psychology to suck us dry of our hard-earned money.
But then in that same video, he'll sell you a quote no-lose lottery.
Play the no-lose lottery by pausing the video and clicking the link below.
Man's literally sponsored by the no-lose lottery. That's literally a contradiction in of itself, my god.
And it's not just that. It seems like he handpicks these sponsors for the videos, because he also said crypto trading bots are a scam and often a way to get people to believe there's a free money machine.
Back in the Wolf of Wall Street days, you would just shove penny stocks down people's throats and take a giant commission. A few years back, it might have been selling a stock trading bot or a forex trading bot that supposedly makes you money while you sleep. But today we have something even better, even more tempting: a crypto trading bot.
Oh my god, crypto trading bots. Let's go.
Now, right after learning that crypto trading bots are the new tempting way to get people to give you their money, guess what Jake Tran advertises?
And the product itself is actually legit. You can set up your own.
calls out the evils of crypto trading bots. Gets sponsored by a company that does crypto trading bots. Oh, you gotta love it, folks. You gotta love it.
Custom bots based on your parameters, deploy them to start trading automatically with your money, see the trades come in, and withdraw your money.
Like, it's almost breathtaking, isn't it? Like, to see someone denounce a scam and then in the same breath be like, you know, it's not a scam, the same thing.
Exactly. Like you know, I get, you know, you gotta chase the bag. You know, you gotta get that moolah. But did he ever think for a second, just for a singular second, that maybe, just maybe, the audience, you know, wouldn't be down for that? They were like, kinda suspicious, no? Like, yeah. Like, well, just why? Why did he think he could get away with this?
Now, of course, in Jake's defense, he'd say that Pionex, which is the trading bot, is legit because he tried them himself and he made money.
I've actually set up what's called their grid trading bot 11 days ago, give it $1,000 to trade with, and I'm already up 3% on it. Nothing crazy, but also pretty good for just 11 days.
Now, the only problem with this argument is that Jake says he tried the product, but he messed it up because what he's talking about, making him 3%, that trading bot, actually never traded a single transaction. It says this on his screen. There are 0 transactions in these 11 days he shows.
Wait. So he promotes the bot, right? And on top of not using the bot, he doesn't even use the bot. Are you serious? and he shows it right there on screen. It's almost like he wanted to get caught.
Was a 3% gain from a trading bot was likely just Bitcoin going up by 3% in 11 days. But it gets so much worse. Our next video I want to show you is called So It's a Ponzi Scheme, but with Crypto, where he talks about AfriCrypt. But then at the end of the video, appears to make a sales pitch kind of for a Ponzi scheme.
And the hottest niche in crypto right now is flipping NFTs, where people are making life-changing money just from getting on an NFT hype early on, buying and then selling soon after for insane amounts of money. And one way to do it is to look at what crypto whales are buying. Crypto whales are influential people who have a ton of crypto. So if you buy an NFT project, others tend to follow, pushing the price up. The hard part is catching onto these crypto whale hype trains early on, so you're not left holding the bag.
Wait a second. I want to make sure I have this right. I'm supposed to be able to make life-changing profits by catching a hype train early, but I have to make sure I'm not the one left holding the bag.
It's weird. He kind of like nudges you, like, hey, you know, this is how you make money. This is how you do it. But you know, you can't be the one who's caught with the money. You gotta make sure it's the other guy. You gotta make sure, like, excuse-moi, like that's. He does sort of like a weird, like, I'm not telling you to do this, wink, wink, but, you know, if you were to do this, you just have to make sure that you do it the right way. It's like those guys who tell you, you know, I'm not a financial advisor, but if I were a financial advisor, I would tell you to invest in this crypto.
This sounds a lot like a Ponzi scheme. So new rule here on Coffeezilla. Anyone who says the hottest niche in crypto right now is X is evil. They're trying to scam you. I mean, literally, he's promoting basically what he just denounced. It's
basically like as soon as you hear someone tell you, hey, this is the hot new thing. This is what the world of NFTs and crypto is going to revolve around. That's a sign that says do not invest, do not go anywhere near that project because it's not going to be worth it in the long run. Not at all whatsoever.
It's so insane. Now, to be fair to Jake, I don't think this NFT project, which was called MetaMonks, ever launched. I think it got scrapped because they didn't build enough hype. Instead, less than a month after it, a new video came out from Jake Tran called The Evil Business of NFTs. And this is where things get even more bizarre.
In the weird world of NFTs, there is something sinister going on where criminals are making off with millions with what's called a rug pull.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys know where this is going. Jake Tran is telling us how evil and profitable NFT rug pulls are. I wonder who the sponsor is.
Gee, I wonder what he's going to tell us next, boys and girls. What exactly is Jake Tran going to tell us next?
So if people want to get into flipping, like you said, to start out, are there any projects that you're looking into right now that you see potential in?
Yeah, and one thing I want to make clear, when you're new, you need to spend a little more time to really try to understand that this team is authentic, they care, they actually want to build something, because it's really hard to differentiate.
Look, guys, unlike the other people, our team cares. We're not just out to get your money. No, not at all. We're here to build your trust. Like, I'm sorry. The only NFT or like crypto team like I would see anyone trusting who I wouldn't judge would probably be the people who are involved in Nerd City's NFT thing, because, well, I mean, for one, a lot of his reputation's on the line. I mean, eventually, I guess it wouldn't surprise me if eventually Coffeezilla were to somehow like uncover a big scam from Nerd City, but given how Nerd City operates, I wouldn't necessarily like my gut reaction with him isn't NFT scam, but like with these other guys, the fact that they say, hey, we're not here to rug pull you. We're not here to do X, Y, and Z. You know, you can trust us. Like, that makes me want to trust them even less.
Who is using these buzzwords to manipulate you, and who actually has good intentions and wants to build something for the long run. And so I guess I'll use the project that we're advising for as the example, the Cunning Wolf Society.
I love the shamelessness. The guy you're hearing from right now, by the way, is Brett. He's the expert in rug pulls, supposedly teaching us how to avoid scams. And at the end of this video, he's like, yeah, you got to be careful because people will just say anything to take your money. You never
they'll say anything. Well, buy our NFTs.
Know who to trust. Oh, by the way, buy our NFT project, the Cunning Wolves Society. You could not have picked a less trustworthy name. You might as well have named it the Sneaky Snakes or Rug Pull Rabbits. I mean, who buys into projects like?
By the way, these like I know this is a hot take when it comes to a lot of NFTs, but this NFT just looks like garbage. Like, look at these. These don't look good. These, in my opinion, they don't look good. I wouldn't pay crypto for this.
Like this. Like, hey, we're the Cunning Wolves. Our defining traits are that we're devious and predatory. Now, surprisingly, unlike the last time, which didn't really work out for Jake, this time, the project that they're supposedly advising on sold very well, over $1 million. And there's a lot to this because they ended up using a lot of the same tactics they describe as red flags earlier in the video to sell this project. And now that investors are down 80%.
Like, I don't know. I think the worst thing that you can be for your audience on YouTube, I mean, besides like a genuinely bad person, of course. Like, I think in terms of like I understand we're all hypocrites to some degree later down the road, right? But this isn't like he changed his opinion a few months later, right? This is him in the same exact video telling you what companies do to try and pull scams. And then he does the same exact tactics to do scams himself. So like the worst thing he can be in this instance is a hypocrite, because like now his audience, who my guess by the similarity in content probably watch a lot of Coffeezilla. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Jake Tran ends up losing some followers from this, or like at least loses a huge chunk of his credibility from trying to push scams like this. It's insane.
80%. You have to wonder who's left holding the bag. But probably my favorite part of this whole thing comes right at the end. Because like I said earlier, Brett and Jake are trying to push this idea of like flipping NFTs in the form of this cunning wolf society. But in this exact video, Brett, the rug pull expert, tells us that the real money isn't even in flipping NFTs. It's in selling to the people who are flipping NFTs.
I'm making a lot of money flipping NFTs. You realize, oh my God, the project that I'm buying these NFTs from are making 5% of every single transaction. So like that's where the real money's at.
Wait. You just told us to flip your NFT and then told us that the real money isn't in flipping NFTs, it's in transaction fees? Which, by the way, what are the transaction fees for the Cunning Wolf Society? Let's just scroll down this page real quick. Oh, it's 5%. Right. Of course it is. Isn't it amazing that they like tell you how it works and then do the exact thing? I mean, it's so shameless that it almost pisses me off. Like, Jake Tran actually makes pretty good content when he's not selling these get-rich-quick schemes. So I felt like it needed to be called out. And I also feel like you, the audience, need to be aware that just because someone is calling out scams doesn't instantly make them trustworthy.
Yeah, and you know that's actually a really good point. And I guess this is the same with like commentary YouTubers as well. Like just because a commentary YouTuber calls out someone's crappy behavior doesn't mean the commentary YouTuber themselves isn't crappy to some degree. They might be like shady or crappy or whatever in different ways, but generally most of the time they're maybe they're just as bad, you know, who knows. But yeah, this is another video. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I just need you guys to know that. Otzi. I'm just going to say Otzi until corrected otherwise, but he also made a video on Jake Tran. Before we get into that though, Jake Tran did respond to Coffee's video by saying this. What do you expect of a channel that teaches you how to be evil, lol? In all seriousness, I put my heart and soul into making free premium content. By the way, the premium content he shows is stock footage from movies. That's all his B-roll is. It's like stock footage from movies. Occasionally he'll show the thing he's talking about. But yeah, like I don't know. I don't know why. Like, this is just a fluff piece right here. Every sponsor on this channel helps fund this channel so we can keep upping the quality and quantity. You're not going to fit right for every sponsor on this channel, and that's okay. If you don't like the sponsors, skip the ads. Don't buy from them or unsubscribe from the channel. Let people who are right fit for the sponsors use them. Hey guys, I don't know if you remember this or not. Do you remember the Battlefield 5 controversy? You know, it's a couple years behind us now, but EA said, what's that? You don't like our crappy business practices? You don't like the way we advertise our games? Well, then don't buy our games. Like, this is just a one-way ticket for you to start getting people who absolutely hate you to convince your followers already to just unsubscribe, because you're basically saying, what, you don't like what I'm doing right now? Tough crap, unsubscribe. I don't like you anyway. Basically the Def Noodles effect, and we've seen how he's been bleeding subscribers because of that, like Jesus. But I genuinely love and appreciate all my sponsors because they allow me to do all of this for you guys. And most importantly, I love all of you more than you could ever realize. You've all changed my life in every way possible. Lots of cool stuff coming as usual. We're gonna push forward as usual. I have nothing to apologize for. Ay, caramba. I mean, folks, he's gonna regret that one of these days, he's going to regret that. My God. Plain and simple. He's going to regret that. Like, why? But yeah, we have this video by Otzi. We do have another Coffeezilla video that's basically a sequel to this. Here it is right here. Becoming the Villain.
Have to sell NFTs. That's the new YouTuber life cycle. And today, we get the rare chance to see the final form of the greedy influencer. That's right, the legendary Doublest Downus. I'm of course talking about Jake Tran's recent response. Jake Tran is a YouTuber who spent years exposing evil business. On one hand, it's so shameless it's funny. On the other hand, it's very gross. Now, soon after this video came out, Jake got backlash from his community, and he finally...
What did I tell you? Of course, like, because, again, given their similarities in terms of content, people who watch Jake Tran and Coffeezilla are going to watch Coffeezilla's video and go, hey, dude, what the heck? Why are you doing this? You know? But yeah. Here we have the Utsi video. Now, the reason why I wanted to cover this one as well is because he actually talks about an entirely different scam that Jake was promoting. So let's take a look at it.
This has been a highly requested topic here, and I'm honestly kind of confused because this is a guy that I used to watch quite a bit, but the creator who has recently become under fire is Jake Tran. Jake Tran has become somewhat famous for talking about shady business and various financial crimes, and the guy runs a very successful channel on YouTube, which is why this confuses me to begin with. Like, why would he risk his...
Yeah, this is what confuses me too. Like, he's a million sub channel. I'm sure he's gotten the offers from your regulars like Dollar Shave Club, NordVPN, Raid Shadow Legends, and like, was Ridge Wallet not available that day? Why does he have to take sponsorships that relate to the scams he talks about? It doesn't really make any sense whatsoever.
brand for this. Because about a week ago, the YouTuber Coffeezilla called out Jake Tran for promoting some shady business practices. In the same video, he was calling out the same type of shady business practice. Like, it just didn't make sense. An example Coffee used was Jake Tran made a video about, I guess, the shady business practices of the NFT projects. And in this same video, he promoted a questionable NFT project.
In the weird world of NFTs, there is something sinister going
A lot of money flipping into every hunting wolf spawn, and they're always
Practices. So why would he do anything that could jeopardize that? I don't know, betraying the trust of your audience for a quick bag just doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
Well, it's like when people like the Paul brothers, where it's Logan or Jake, they're not really surprised when they do it, because you know they're just in it for the money, purely for the money. But like when these other guys do it, the video is a bit quiet. Okay, let me up the volume then. But like when these other guys do it, especially for the like imagine if like Muda, like, you know, Muda has always talked about how he hates Raid Shadow Legends, right? But then he promotes a Raid Shadow Legends knockoff. It wouldn't make sense for him to do it. It just doesn't.
Especially when this dude is in the position to promote legitimate companies and legitimate brand deals. He's done plenty of legitimate brand deals. Because it's not like channels that average hundreds of thousands of views a video are struggling to find brand deals. So I started digging onto Jake's channel to see if there was more examples of this that Coffee didn't cover in his video. And I found another video of Jake's where he promotes this questionable cryptocurrency music platform. In the same video, he's talking about a cryptocurrency scam. In quote, he says,
sounds confusing? That's because BitConnect wanted people to just barely understand what they were putting their money into. They wanted to attract people who didn't know that much about cryptocurrency. So if you're feeling confused, you would have been BitConnect's ideal investor.
and then he just follows that by shilling this.
TuneFM is the Web3 of Spotify that's actually live and working. Meaning that you can click the link below, sign up, and start listening to music right now, just like you would for Spotify. It already has artists like Beyonce on there, and basically when the music gets played, the artist gets paid immediately for every second of streaming. And it's much more than what an artist can earn on Spotify.
And look, I don't know. I don't think he does a really good job of advertising the sponsor right here. Okay, so the already millionaire singer gets paid more from me listening to their song on this platform. Okay, well, like, why should I care? This is purely to relate to the crypto nuts. Like, this is like, oh, you see, this is a decentralized music platform. Like, I don't know. Like, most people just like either tolerate using like YouTube Music, or they just use Spotify. Like, why why should anyone choose this who isn't into crypto? Like, you're not gonna sign up for this unless you're into crypto.
Like upwards of 10x more. The reason this is possible is because it's run on their native jam token, which is based on something called Hedera Hashgraph, and not something like Ethereum that is inherently built to fail because it can't scale with the slow transaction times and fees.
Okay, valid criticism of Ethereum, but that doesn't make the other product good. I could probably go on like a 10-minute tangent on why Hedera Hashgraph is not decentralized. I feel like it's kind of like saying that Walmart is a family business. While that's kind of true, not really. But that's not what we're talking about in this video. We're talking about Jake Tran shilling a service that has this weird cryptocurrency token that's built on Hedera Hashgraph called Jam Token, which I have even more problems with. So for you to give up your email and information, they're essentially giving you 100 Jam Tokens, which probably doesn't say anything to you. So let's see how much that is. 100 Jam Tokens is currently 4 cents. Then in
Oh, wow. Wow, you really got to get into the ground floor on that one, guys. Am I right? You don't want that one to pass you up. Come on. I mean, we all know that the next crypto millionaires are going to be from Jam Token of all things, right? Like what? Like how? Like oh, like you, why should people care? Like why? What makes Jam Token so good? Like, he doesn't even explain it that well in the sponsorship whatsoever. The only thing that differentiates it from like other streaming services is artists get paid more on here, which I mean, I guess would be good if you're an independent artist, but like, oh no, the millionaire who already has a ton of money is going to get more money because again, he didn't use like an independent artist as an example. He used Beyonce, someone who could probably give away like $10 million and still have plenty of money the next day. It's ridiculous.
in their white paper, essentially it says that they're giving away Jam Tokens to people who sign up and to people who give up their IDs.
What? So you're telling me in order to get more of this useless token, which is never going to succeed, I need to give out my identification? That's not worth it at all. Like, no. Just no, my guy.
But they're also giving away this Jam Token to people who refer other people to this, what it looks like to be a decentralized music ML.
Does that not sound like a Ponzi scheme right there? Oh, you see, if you get more people in on the ground floor, then you can get more yourself. Like, what? My guy, what?
Because on the white paper, it also says viral coefficient affiliate marketing. We have a robust affiliate link invitation system with affiliate marketing rewards and jams. So they're paying everyone out in this Jam Token. For every new users that we onboard, 2 additional users join as a result. This will provide for explosive viral growth for both artists and fans. Artists will invite fellow artists and their fan base to join, and fans will invite their friends to start earning more jam rewards. And this is problematic because they're essentially creating this never-ending sell pressure for this Jam Token because...
Again, it's one massive Ponzi scheme. Like, you need, come on. You want to get more of these Jam Tokens? You want to earn more money from it? Well, you got to get more people in. You got to give us your identity. You got to give us their identity. Come on, you got to get them to bring people in. Like, when does it end? When does Jam Token become a legitimate token? The answer is it never will be, because it never was a legitimate token.
Essentially, when you refer people to the network, you're going to want to take profits off of that. So that means you have to sell your Jam Token for dollars, pushing the price further and further down. Which is why the price of this Jam Token is down over 99% in the last year. Which I guess does make listening to music on this platform cheaper, because I guess you buy Jam Tokens to listen to the music. But I don't understand how...
Wait, so you have to use the Jam Tokens to listen to music? What? What? But like, why do that when with a monthly subscription, I can listen to anything I want on Spotify? Same thing with YouTube Music. Like, why would I do that?
This can be a long-term sustainable thing that pays artists out more than traditional platforms. It seems to be trying to reinvent the wheel with Web3 decentralization. You guys have probably noticed a ton of different like projects and companies have been coming out of the woodwork saying, hey, we're making this product that you already use, but it's decentralized. And while decentralization can be great and cool for some things, it can also be a massive headache for other stuff. But digging through the white paper a little bit more of this project, it just seems weird. And a white paper is essentially a business plan for a cryptocurrency project. Okay, so they're advertising as they're decentralized, right? But the company owns like 30% of these jam tokens, plus an additional 10% for the treasury. And they
So it's not decentralized. It's a complete lie. It's a complete scam. And the fact that this guy decided it was a good idea to promote it without looking into it is just appalling. It's mind-boggling. Why, dude?
also have this like convenient disclaimer saying allocations are approximate values and are subject to change at any time. The percentage above reflects aspirational goals of the token issuer. So essentially they're saying this is the allocation we're aspiring to have, not what they actually have. This reaffirms the concerns I have about the token. Not only does the token have a never-ending sell pressure, but it's also being inflated to absolute nothing. Because right here in the tokenomics, it says the supply type is infinite. Initial supply of the token is 1 billion. The total supply goal by 2030 is 10 billion. But then there's a disclaimer saying the theoretical maximum possible supply of the jam token is 92.2 billion. Now, I do not have a PhD in economics, but to me, none of this sounds sustainable.
What was that again? Over 92 billion? The theoretical maximum possible supply.
Possible supply of the jam token is 92.2 billion. Now, I do not have a PhD in economics, but to me, none of this sounds sustainable. So remember the part where Jake said,
Sounds confusing? That's because BitConnect wanted people to just barely understand what they were putting their money into.
Well, it sounds like exactly what you're doing, buddy. It sounds like you're trying to like spin this as like a new cutting edge like music platform, when in reality it's just a way for people to get your information, which is very concerning to me. Like, why does a crypto team need my identification? Why do they need my government identification? It doesn't make sense.
They wanted to attract people who didn't know that much about cryptocurrency. So if you're feeling confused, you would have been BitConnect's ideal investor.
how many of his fans do you think spent hours reading through the project's white paper like I just did? Probably not too many. And the video is literally titled, "Shaking My Head, I Can't Believe People Fell for This." Yet he promotes something that's not the easiest thing to understand. Like I hinted at earlier, it looks a lot like an MLM to me. And if you go to the most listened songs on the site, I mean, I'm not trying to like diss
Who are these guys and what is this format? Jesus.
these artists, or no offense to these artists, but I don't think there's anything the average person here would recognize. To me,
Didn't he say there was Beyonce on there? Was that like a complete lie? Are there no like mainstream artists on that platform? Because like that's the whole thing why you get on a streaming service, like particularly like a music streaming service, was because, oh, what's out? The new Drake album just dropped on Spotify. Better go listen to it. Like, oh Jesus.
listening to music on YouTube sounds like a whole lot better of a deal. So again, why is Jake Tran risking his entire image promoting questionable services to make a quick buck, especially when he's already getting reputable good brand deals? Well, he did respond to Coffeezilla's video with this. What did you expect out of a channel that teaches you how to be evil, lol? This man's probably in Andrew Tate's Hustler University. I can see it right now.
Yeah, he promotes it all. I can totally see it. I could see him promoting the Hustlers Universities 2.0.
Or outsourcing the rest of the video. But I'm not here to criticize how he runs his channel. I'm criticizing what he's promoting on his channel. You're not going to be the right fit for every sponsor on this channel, and that's okay. So if you don't like the sponsors, skip the ads. seeing it from this aspect, or in hindsight, it's probably not the best thing to promote on these videos. And then maybe something around the lines of, I'll be more careful with what I promote in the future. But instead, he doubles down. He has a personality channel giving a very corporate response because he kind of is going corporate because he wants to scale it as much as possible. And because of that response, like, I do kind of wonder, how much more are these questionable sponsors paying than an average sponsor like Audible or Squarespace? But
That is a good question. Like, cause like something tells me, like the size of his channel, he's a 1 million subscriber channel with millions upon millions of views on his channel. So like, I would assume, I would assume that the big guys, as you know, I've already stated before in this, Raid Shadow Legends, NordVPN, what's that mattress company that gets sponsored by like Wang and all of them? But you know what I'm saying? Like, there are tons and tons of legitimate sponsors that hundreds, heck, maybe even thousands of YouTubers have already used. So why are you going for like these obscure ones that no one's ever heard of before? It has to be that they're paying at least like twice, maybe 3 times the amount that most sponsors do. Now, keep in mind, my channel is not monetized. I am nowhere near the size to get sponsorships. So I don't know the general going, like, I don't know what really goes on when someone is trying to get sponsorship, right? I do know that it's like, hey, this is my offer. This is what I want from the deal. But like that's the only way I could like rationalize it, is like they must be paying like an obscure amount. But hey, let's finish the rest of this video.
I guess we can only speculate on that. If you want to hear some of the other stuff he promoted, I'll be linking Coffeezilla's 2 videos in the description down below.
Oh yeah, we already finished that there. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Like I said, this was going to be a short stream. There wasn't really anything going on, and this was a topic that I really wanted to like share my opinion on. And yeah, let me get the outro music going. Thank you guys for watching. This is Nerdy John signing out.